Greetings, folks. It's Monday, the 21st of March. Cheers. Let's get right to it. A few things. I love the feedback. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that little snippet of chemicals. Someone already asked about buying it. Ain't nothing to buy yet. That's us warming up. That was a jam. We're already rehearsing compositions. What I shared with you was not. That was like an instant. That was a jam. That bass line that I came up with, we like it, so we're gonna. It will be something, but it's nothing yet. Nothing to buy yet. Thank you. Yeah, I love playing with these guys. They sound great. They do. I received this in the mail a few days ago, and I had gotten this guy's first album. I didn't know where it came from. I was looking for it. I might have sold it. It didn't resonate, but I'm not sure that I sold it. But I can't find it just yet. Dave Gelting, Volume 2. Solo material. This is him. Bass, keyboards. What I have to say about this is that this is it strikes me that with a lot of the repetition going on here, that the attempt is to change consciousness, because several of these pieces kind of churn on and on and on. And it's like it's trying to open a gateway or something. That's my experience. Pretty good. It's this one, I like it compared to my memory of the other one, and I kind of hope I didn't sell it so I can compare the two. I don't think I sold it. I don't think I did. But Jason, it appears that you sent this to me, and I've reviewed your records before. And the records that you put out, Jason Wedesplot, however you say your name, they're slow burners. They take a while. You really have to invest time, or just slow down and pay attention. This is limited, numbered. I recommend it. This is a deep listening experience. I dare say that you'll come away, each listener will come away from it with a different experience. Okay? Martin Archer, if you see this, I gave this the first listen yesterday, but I didn't listen to the whole thing. Martin Archer Trio. See you soon, or see you sometime. And what I tried to do was the inner illustration is, and it says it's Walt Shaw's graphic score for the second piece on here. And so I tried to follow it. I tried to listen to it in that sense. And this is some deep listening, folks. You know, this is. And Martin Archer has a real voice on his instrument. So this is something that deserves full attention. And it's also, I got a sense of some somberness, particularly from the first piece. So Martin Archer with Discus Music is just up to serious music making all the time. And I encourage you to give him your ears. I read online this morning that a not well-known musician, but someone whose work I'm familiar with, passed away on Sunday. Michel Belfor, guitarist who was in the band Sleepers out of San Francisco, I believe, and Tuxedo Moon. Now, I think he's worth mentioning. I bought this when this came out, Mirror and Theory. I was really, at that time, I mean, I'm always checking out what's going on in the alternative music world. And so at the time, Tuxedo Moon was of interest, in anything they did, I wanted to check out. And Stephen Brown from Tuxedo Moon is on here. But the thing that always stands out about this record is the guitar. Michael Belfor. Okay. I also have this full-length album by Sleepers, The Lesson Object, with that the lady's ribcage showing on the front. I always wonder about that. Were you sure you wanted them to? Is that a statement? You know, that the ribcage is so prominent while you're showing the breasts. I don't know. This is old, but it's a colored vinyl. It's a nice. This is like Tuxedo Moon. If you know Tuxedo Moon, you know this. It's almost like cabaret or something sometimes. And obscure is a good word. It's an obscure sound. And this album, I think, is kind of a underground classic, Half Mute by Tuxedo Moon. They had a song on here, a single, What Use? To me, it's like a hit that was never a hit of the underground. And this is a great album, Half Mute. Okay. A couple things sitting out. Greasy Truckers live at Dingwalls Dance Hall. This is a live album. Great album. One side is by Camel, one is by Henry Cow, one is by Gong, and then one by the Global Village Trucking Company. The first three bands that I mentioned, their sides are all excellent. The Gong in particular is really fun, a fun listen. The Henry Cow is great. It's not live, but they put it out on this. This is really good. Online folks were playing Ozric Tentacles yesterday, so I hadn't listened to them in a long time, so I pulled them. They always struck me as a band that was kind of chasing Gong, chasing the fumes of Gong, but in a good way. Jammy kind of band, but good, spacey. And this is Pungent, Effulgent. This is the 2009 reissue of the album as a double with a bonus tracks on the second album. Really good listening, really fun. Good stone music. Here's one that is still kind of controversial when I show it. Home, the Alchemist, UK band. I think this is a very underrated. I posted yesterday and someone went on about how they think the band was trying to sound Californian. I don't hear that at all. They don't sound like a California band to me, but I think I can see what the person was saying. I think this is just a really excellent concept album. Laurie Weisfield on guitar, who went on to Wishbone Ash, is on here. Cliff Williams, who went on to AC/DC, is the bass player in the band. I don't have their first album. This is the one, though. It's excellent. Okay. Mia Farrow in the movie Rosemary's Baby. That was a creepy movie. I didn't like the movie, but I was fascinated by the soundtrack even as a kid. So I felt like playing this yesterday, and it's a very good soundtrack. Very perfect for the movie. Creepy, but kind of strange. Real good. And yesterday, I went out for a walk. It was a beautiful day. Ended up down in the market. Of course, I ended up in the record store. Only bought one record. Alors, Michael Portal, John Sermon, Barry Phillips, Stu Martin, Jean-Pierre Duret. This is a reissue on the Soufflé in Continu label. And this is off from the Futura label out of France. In the 70s, they were doing some very cool shit on this label. I don't have any Futura records originals. They're collectible. This is free. It's in the free jazz realm, but this is just really, really excellent. Now, interestingly, comparatively, these are somewhat in the same area, but this is fiery, and this is more. Seems like it's more reflective, but again, I need to dive into this deeper. But this one hit me really, really strong on the first listen, and good shit. Okay. So just for the heck of it, I will go ahead and finish this one and do a poll. I'll do a poll from this area here where I say I know everything, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth seeing. So we'll go here and see what we have. Kayak, Dutch band, pop progressive. I like them. Sometimes I'm in the mood and really enjoy them. They became very pop oriented, but started off classically pop, classic prog. Hans Scherpenzeel on keyboards. This is a best of album, and I like them. I keep them. I don't play them much, but I like this band. I like pop music, which reminds me, do I still have it? Yeah. So, dream pop is a term that I think is, the more I think about it, it's like, yeah, my idea of dream pop goes all the way back to my childhood. It's the kind of songs that I look for when it comes to soul music. The Delphonics to me is dream pop. Didn't I blow your mind this time? What's the other one? Oh, that stuff just was so dreamy. The Stylistics, many of their songs have this dreamy, lush. It's more than the lush, because there's a lot of pop that's good and lush, but it has this kind of otherness quality to me. Stylistic song that I'm thinking of in particular is Children of the Night on one of their albums. I still have it. It's just really kind of otherworldly to me. But along those lines, the originals, Baby I'm For Real. Maybe that's not quite dream pop, but that's in that wheelhouse. Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, in particular, the last part of it is so dreamlike. You know what I'm talking about? And it came to mind that, yeah, so these are some of my favorite songs, are these kinds of songs. And along those lines are some songs off this album by Fleetwood Mac, Future Games. I no longer have my original copy. I bought it when it came out with the yellow cover. Played it to death, played it for anyone that would listen to it. This was before anybody in Omaha knew who Fleetwood Mac was regarding the mainstream audience. The musicians knew. But Sands of Time and Woman of 1,000 Years, both of those songs to me are for me dream pop. As well as the song on here, Dust, Bare Trees. I like both of these albums, all the songs, but those songs to me stand head and shoulders above the others. Okay? The instrumental on here, Sunny Side of Heaven, I love it. It's not dream pop though. Just thought I'd mention those. Music is what it is to us. We decide what it means. Not the critics. Take care, y'all.